Look, I know what you're thinking. Didn't I just say that I was done with the news? Not gonna do the grandstanding of the political stuff. Only ha-has. Well, you're right. I lied. I'm not making a habit of this, but this is something I actually believe in. I'm not doing this because I want you to think I'm a good or bad person. I am either the good or bad person you thought I was after this or before this. This is not an effort. This is something that's important to me, and I'm going to use my platform, whatever. It's my choice. I'm going to do what I want with it. If you don't like it and you want to stick with the ha-has, skip it. Cool with me, but this is something I got to get out. Charlie Intel, Twitter account. It appears that Activision has removed the NICKMERCS bundle from Warzone and Modern Warfare 2 store this evening. Activision has not commented on why it's been removed, but the removal of the bundle comes a day after NICKMERCS' recent comments about the LGBTQ plus community. So what did he say? What did he say? What did he say? What did he say? Special thanks to Jeff Huffman, getting this to my attention. I cannot MLG Pucky. I can't see who that is, but this is all I have. This happened, but it's not really relevant. It's more relevant what was said and what he responded to. This happened 4 blocks from my Overwatch League apartment. Americans are in a sad place right now. Let people love who they want to love or live your own life. Wait, what a straw man. And you'll see what I'm talking about in a second. What an incredible straw man. This wasn't a gay pride rally that was stopped by a bunch of people that rejected gay people for being gay. That's not what happened here, but that's what you're being told. In fact, look at this lie right here. Anti-LGBT protesters attack pro-LGBT demonstrators outside of a Glendale, California school board meeting. The school board is voting on recognizing June as Pride Month. Well, without getting too much involved in who's right or wrong or this, that, and the other thing, but this is a complete mischaracterization. There were Armenian and Hispanic families that showed up to protest, not LGBTQ people as individuals. They didn't like some of the moves that their school board was making and it's a lot more than just, having a Pride Day. They didn't like what the school was introducing to their children or what they believed the school was introducing to their children. That's why they were there. They didn't show up to stop a group of people. They didn't show up to gay bash. They didn't like what was being presented to their kids, and Antifa showed up. So you can decide who was right and wrong in that situation yourself, but that's what happened. Brendan Murphy is a liar. Antifa showed up. It boiled over. There you go. Don't believe me? Look at it yourself. This was not an organized protest to stop LGBTQ people. This was Antifa throwing gasoline on a touchy situation. All right. Here's what NICKMERCS did. They should leave the children alone. That's the real issue. Now, I'm smart enough to realize that NICKMERCS is not talking about gays as individual. He's talking about the modern LGBTQ movement, which in my personal opinion, which you cannot get away from anywhere. It's just become. It is even. I almost think it's gotten worse since the Bud Light and Target protests. You can't go anywhere on the internet without being inundated with the LGBTQ politics. You can't. There's no way around it. You can't do it. Now, I'm going to say something that's going to piss off a lot of people, but I mean it from the bottom of my heart, and I'm going to say it without including gay men and gay women as individuals. I'm not even saying transgender people as individuals are a part of this. But the modern political part of the LGBTQ movement, not gays as individuals, not lesbians as individuals, not transgenders as individuals, not bisexuals as individuals, not people that even consider themselves a part of this community as individuals. The LGBTQ political movement in the United States today is, in my opinion, more dangerous, just as fascist as any fascist organization that literally identifies themselves as fascist. Because if I speak out against fascist, I'm not going to lose my job. If I speak out against LGBTQ, decent chance. If I'm famous as NICKMERCS, excellent chance. So yes, this movement, something, that I supported when it came to gay marriage, and things of that nature, and acceptance, has become itself a fascist movement. And what you're seeing here is corporations going along with that fascist movement, or a fear of the fascists, but getting in front of it by taking NICKMERCS bundle away. Now, this is a lot more serious than NICKMERCS. I'm just using this because I cover drama traditionally on this channel. I'm choosing this one thing. And I think this is a relatively innocuous comment. And I think what's happening here is what they're saying is they should leave little children alone. That's the real issue. Well, I think the response, the clever response, is, who is they? Do you mean gay people as individuals? No, I mean the LGBTQ political movement that is full, stop the bottom, full with Nazi-like minds. That's what I'm talking about. That's what he's talking about. And I'm glad that people are rebelling. I'm glad the Armenian fathers are rebelling. I'm glad the Hispanic fathers are rebelling. I won't tolerate it with my children. You shouldn't either. There is an element, a mainstream element, not gays as individuals, that want to talk to your kids about sex pre-puberty. Now, each school board differs across the country, but there are those people that want to do that, and there are those people that excuse it or gaslight you and tell you it's not happening. Do your own research. Again, I'm not going to get too deeply into the political reasons. I'm giving you my opinion about this fascistic movement. I hope I said that right. And the effect that it's having on the rest of us, and something as small as like NICKMERCS, a gaming streamer. He's getting a lot of heat for it. Unsurprising. But I'm a little shocked. I've never thought much of Nick as far as character was concerned. And I hope he keeps it up. I'm not 100% sure he's going to keep this up. But I want you to watch this. This sounds like a person of principle. We'll see, though.
I didn't like what I was seeing, man. Okay, I saw parents brawling in front of a fucking school with kids. I just didn't fucking like it. I'm sure a lot of you guys can understand how that video would piss some people off. It pissed me off. Okay. Now, I mean, full transparency. How do I put this? I gotta be very, very careful here. I don't want to piss anybody off. I'm making a lot of people.
Yeah, like the fascists in the LGBTQ political movement community. Is that what you don't want to piss off? Don't blame you.
Mad wasn't my intention. I mean, listen, my wife and I just had a baby. Brand new father. We seen these kinds of videos. It's sad, But her and I agree that we want to be the ones to talk to our kid about things like that. I'm trying to keep it really simple, just so we don't have to get too crazy about it, because there's nothing to get crazy about. It's just it really is that simple. I think I just have a bigger perspective on this now, being a parent, than I did maybe 2 months ago.
Yeah, I have noticed. I'm a parent. The people that seem to be really for this the most don't have children. It is kind of weird. And anybody who knows that has had children, it does change your perspective just a bit. And that's the thing. A lot of this is, well, you're against sex ed and all sorts of gaslighting and straw men. And no, I'm against that. No, I can't. Like I said, I can't get into all the specifics and things of that nature. You can find out, but I'm basically making this video. NICKMERCS is being canceled for making a relatively innocuous political statement. He didn't say anything about the gays. He didn't even go as far as I did and call the political movement run by a bunch of fascists, which I do believe. He said they should leave kids alone because he believes, like I do, that there's elements of that political movement that doesn't want to leave kids alone.
The video bothered me, right? And that's I just don't think it's any place for a teacher or a school. I don't think it's the place to speak about things like that. And it's not that I think that it shouldn't be spoken about. If that's what you got from that tweet, then you're just wrong. I don't have any quarrel with anybody in here. I don't have any quarrel with people on the internet. It wasn't an anti.
That's funny. The fathers over in California didn't have any quarrel with any individuals. They had a quarrel what was going on from their school board.
I guess gay tweet. That wasn't what it was. Now listen, if you have issues with me or if you have issues with that tweet, then hey, listen, I'm down to agree to disagree. That's fine.
Fat chance.
We can agree to disagree.
No. They can't. You have angered fascists. That's who you've angered. So no, there's no agree to disagree here. You'd have to run into people in this movement that believe there could be a debate, two sides of the story. No. You are literally arguing whether murder's right and wrong, and you're on the murder is okay side. That's what you're debating. So good luck with that. The only people you might be pleasing is your fans, but the people that took your shit away and want to take your shit away, there's no debate here. Believe that. That's why I hope you stick with it.
But if you think that I hate you because you're a certain way, you just couldn't be any more wrong. That's not the truth. I've said things in my past. I've done things in my past. We all have. Okay? People grow. People get better. It's part of life, man. Okay? And I've grown a lot as a human being on planet. I'm sure we all have. Okay? I do not feel that way. I just simply feel that I want to be the one and my wife wants to be the one to speak with our child about stuff like that. And that was the tweet. That was the tweet. You can take the tweet if you want and you can spin it, flip it, flop it, quote tweet it. You can put 10 paragraphs on top of it. You can do whatever you want to it to make you feel better if that's what you want to do. But that was the tweet. Okay? So if you came here to hear that, I hope you feel a little better about it. I didn't mean to upset anybody. I know that I did. I'm not apologizing about the tweet because I don't feel like it's wrong. I'm going to stand by what I said. I'm not going to delete the tweet. You know, I just want to make sure everybody understands exactly the point I was trying to make by tweeting my response.
Seems reasonable to me. You know, one of the ways around cancel culture is to just simply not engage. I'm not going to get canceled, and with that comes consequences from these people. But yeah, I think Nick is going to have a lot of people sticking up for him, and should. The people that are going to be against him are the ones you're going to see a theme. Shut up. Don't talk. Or else. Or if you continue to talk and bad things happen to you, you only have yourself to blame. You know, like people who tolerate fascism. So that's really what's happening here. That's my opinion. And I think, personally, you should support Nick. Even though I haven't been that supportive of Nick over the years. Thought he was kind of goofy. But I can get behind this. I don't care. And I hope his community continues to support him. And I hope Americans continue to stand up, not to gays, but the LGBTQ political movement. That is radical, far left, dangerous, probably pedophilic in some areas. And ain't going to stop because they have government support. Hey, do you know the reason that girl that killed all those kids in Nashville, the transgender person, do you know why she did it? You don't know because the cops are covering for her. So they got support from our government. I had to speak out on this. Support NICKMERCS and support organizations like Gays Against Grooming. See what happened to them when they spoke out. So this has nothing to do with being anti-gay. If you're gay and you're against the things that I'm against here, you'll be treated just like NICKMERCS. This has nothing to do with that. This has everything to do with political power and silencing people. There's a movement in our country to oppress speech and thought and introduce fear and obedience.